Welcome to your MF4 evening wind down. In this routine, you're going to need 2 bricks, an MF4 ball or a lacrosse ball or a tennis ball, and a blanket. Okay, so our 2 spots today are going to be the pecs here, and we're going to go into the anterior, so the front deltoid here, okay? So we've done the pecs before, if you've watched some of my previous videos, and we've used the brick. So today I'm going to show you how to use the ball, gets a little bit deeper into it, so ball and a brick. And then our restorative pose is going to be, I'll show it to you when we get there, but it's going to be like a lovely little chest opener. We're going to use the 2 bricks at 2 different heights there, and we're going to drape the blanket over it and come into a lovely chest opener. Okay, so brick, I'll demo on my left side, so you can go to whichever side suits you. So we're just going to come down and we're going to pop the brick just underneath the front of the pec. So basically it's any of this area here. You want to stay away from the nipple area, but it's any of this kind of area here will be up for grabs, and you can kind of rummage around and find where works best for you. Okay, I'm just trying to avoid my mic there. Okay, so I have the brick on top of the ball. Hope you can see it there, or the ball on top of the brick there. Okay, and then similar to how we did it with the brick, you can pause and breathe here. Inhaling, pressing into the ball, and exhaling to release. You can do a little bit of rolling, maybe to find an area of interest for you, or move it around. And again, you're looking for that golden, mild discomfort, something that's talking to you, but definitely not shouting. And then our shearing is to hover the arm along the ground there. So I have my elbow bent and the arm just lifts overhead and down by my side there. Okay, so while we're here, let's go into the deltoid on this side. So front of the shoulder there, and then we'll do the same thing on the second side. So for this one, similar to the pec, we're just finding the front, see that the kind of front little fleshy part of my shoulder there, and I'm just going to bring the brick or the ball down there on top of the brick. Maybe place my hand on my variable arm there, and pause and breathe, or root around a little bit, find something of interest, and then pause and breathe. Okay, and then there's no shearing technique for this one, because the arm, that muscle is bringing the arm forward, so it's just going to be a pause and breathe one. There's not always a shearing technique for each of them. Maybe stay here for 3 deep breaths. Okay, let's go do the second side. Okay, so into the pec again. I'm going to come down, bring my brick with me. Find an area of interest around here, and it can come anywhere around that front part, the fleshy part of the top kind of side of your chest there. And again, you can make a fist with that hand and just pause and breathe. Inhaling, pressing into the ball a little bit, exhaling to release. And then we can move into the shearing. So just bringing the arm overhead, keep the elbow bent. I'm just sliding the whole forearm along the ground there, or gliding rather than sliding. Okay, let's go into our delt then. So just bringing the brick and the ball a little bit further out. So I'm not on the front of the chest there. I'm just at the front corner kind of my shoulder there, or shoulder arm, I would say, front of the arm, shoulder part. Okay, and then just finding something of interest there. Pausing and breathing. Take 3 breaths here, deep breaths. Okay, let's set up for our restorative. Now for this one, you're going to pop one of the bricks, or the further brick away on its middle height, so at this height here, and then the next one on its lower height. Now if you're a seasoned, this is called supported fish, so if you know where you're going with this one, there's another version where you can come into it with the brick up high and lower, but just if you're a beginner, I go a little bit lower down. When it's higher, it just kind of, you might have that feeling like it's going to fall down, or it might be just too much of a back bend for you today, particularly if it's just like a nice gentle evening wind down. Now what can be nice is to pop the blanket over the bricks there, okay, and then come down onto them. I'm not going to do that because I want you to see where I'm lying down, okay. Now you might need to move that brick there. That's going to support the back of your shoulder blades. Okay, so then you're just going to come down, and that brick is going to support the back of my head there, and then this brick is just at the back of my shoulder blades there. It needs to come a little bit further forward. There we go. Okay, so if you can imagine now, if I had the blanket on top of that, it would feel lovely. If you have another blanket, it can be nice to pop that blanket over the knees there, and it's more not particularly even for warmth, it's just to kind of keep the knees from the muscle effort of holding them up there. It's kind of just like supporting them there. And this is where I will leave you.